see. I want to make a belly band with this. Okay, so just find yourself a strip. I just have a leftover piece right here. Let's make a 1/2 inch here. Place it down on your left, make a mark. Okay, that's our little belly band. But of course we're gonna make that a little bit nicer. So I'm gonna use this image. Let's cut this nice. Place this on some brown if you want. You know, I sometimes use the brown just to ease the black a little bit. Alright, let's glue this down on a piece of black. I was thinking, can we not make this a little bit nicer? A little bit more cool. I already have put glue on, I know. I know. I always think of something before I continue on. Okay, what if we're gonna do something okay, let's make a mark where your middle is. I'm just add a few marks so I know a little bit where it all no idea if I need them, but just to be sure. Alright, so what if we're gonna make see, I actually don't need this mark because now I'm just gonna go right here, but this one I'm gonna make it shorter. As short as I can. right. And then I'm gonna try to make another one on this side. Same thing. Okay. I like it. I'm gonna do the same thing at the bottom. Yep, I am gonna do that. So only a middle mark is enough. I'm crazy, but yep, sometimes I just want to test things out. One more. There we go. I think it looks nice. And then we're gonna add our tack on. To the ribbon. It's just decoration, guys, but it is. But I hope it looks nice. Which one is the nicest one? I think this one. Alright, burnish it down. Yes, okay. Not bad. I really like it. Alright, now this goes on here. So what do we need? On your left and right, always check if you have something. If you have something that will fit, maybe. You never know. This almost fits. Shall we go for this one? Nice light one. Yeah. Let's use this one. Does not need it to go all the way, but let's make it ourselves a little bit easy this time. For once. For once, let's make it ourselves easy going. There we go. Okay, and then this. It all did curl a little bit, but just bend it back softly. What I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to stop these edges just to make sure that whatever I'm going to put behind it will not interfere this edge. Don't know if it's needed, but just in case. So this goes smoother at the back. Alright, cool. Oh, I didn't think I would like it. I really like it. Alright, let's put this in the middle. And then it's not done yet because we also want to make a stopper at the bottom, because everything what you're going to put inside behind this belly band has a chance to fall under. That's why I always like to make a stopper. Alright. Place this down on the place that you are satisfied with. Okay, let's make first a stopper. So I have this one. Let your dreams be your wings. And I'm gonna make this a little nicer and wider. That is nice. Okay, and then I like this piece. But this one I do like a nice round edge. It's just a leftover piece, guys. Okay, and then we're just going to use this. Well, we definitely need a 1/2 inch. So just grab a leftover piece, score first. It does fit, and then just glue this piece on. Nice black edge all the way around. You also can use your scissors to go around. As you can see, this does not match that well. That one does. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna tape this. Let's add this nicely in the middle. Now you would say this would do nothing. No, we are not that far. First, we're gonna find a nice background that we can use. Now, do you want to have a blue one or a brown one? I also like this brown one, but maybe it's too light. Well, this one has, ooh. This one has this, but that's no big deal. But it's the same one as I use at the bottom. Maybe we can use the back. That's not bad for this side as well. Alright, make sure that this fits under the belly band. So I'm just gonna cut this one so it fits in the belly band. Go switch the edges, guys. Always do that. Okay, now what I normally like to do is just move this on the right spot. Love it. Hold it down, because then you still can add the glue. Here we go. Alright, and now what we're gonna do with this one, I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue at the bottom. And then we're just gonna close this down. And then you have a nice tuck spot. Let this glue dry. Alright, so still did not do that much with this one, but we still can. Alright, I love it. I love the ribbon piece. Yep, and then we can make ourselves a nice, shall we do a booklet? This down. Here we go. Let's test it, and then we have here the stopper. Yep. Cool. Let's put some design paper on when you are ready to do that. I'm gonna do that later because now I am so excited on how it all works. We like it. Yes, I'm so glad that we made the last page a little thinner. See, now we have 3 nice activity pages, and the last one we needed to adapt a little bit. Oh yes, see, that fits nice. Adding maybe less tags, but yeah, cool. Love it. All right, so what's next, guys? Can you imagine that you are going through this? Oh wow. Yes, absolutely, I can imagine. Alright, what's next? Okay guys, let's do first the outside. So I have this. How does this look? Nice, doesn't it? I really like it. And then maybe we can do this combination. Ah, amazing. I do like it. You still can use another one. Fits nice as well. It all fits. It's alright. So first, let's protect these edges. I'm gonna use this bookbinder's linen for that. So let's cut that in the right size. Let's make this 1 inch wider. So a 4 is I think enough, but let's be a little safe. 4.5. 4.5 it is. Let's try to make this straight as possible because this is not, oh, 4.5 it was. Alright. Because that comes on a roll, so it will, yeah, and this edges you don't see, so that is not that important. Alright, let's cut one piece straight. So this now is pretty straight. Put this on. And let's make a mark here and here. Hope I still see it. Mark. Okay, fingers crossed that I did see everything. Alright, nice. Let's see if I can make these edges a little bit better. Watch your fingers, guys. Watch your fingers if you do this. Okay, let's glue this on. You can choose whatever you like to use. I just like to tape it around first, all the edges, and then I like to use fabric tack. But especially tape where these folds are, especially on the curves, but just aside, so it holds everything nicely and well. So another one, not on it, otherwise it's too stiff, but this I do like. The puppy wants to play with Chica. But Chica's not always in the mood to play. Okay, so that is the base, and I like to use fabric tack. Add some extra on. It's just how I like to work, but like I said, maybe you have another method. You think, girl, that all is not necessary, I will do it my way. That's totally fine, of course. Okay, so if that took a while, place that nicely in the middle. Wil je niet spelen? Wil je niet? in dutje doen, hè? Okay, guys. She come telling me, I don't want to play. I want to take a nap. Okay, let this nicely dry. Okay, next I want to use this piece right here, but it's too long. But I think if you're gonna wrap it around, that will interfere here. What do you think? It looks nicer if you do this around, but you also can, but then it's too thick, I guess. You also can just tuck this one in. Do the same thing on here, just to keep this on the outside. It is better for the inside, that is so true. So can we, just gonna see if that we can. What if we I actually want to use this one instead of the big black one. Alright. Alright, let this dry, but in the meantime we can put the other one, the other end. Okay, and I'm quiet. I am. Just use some little clamps. Keep it all on its place. I also have these small one that will work as well. Just to keep it all down. And I'll let this dry. Okay. Let that dry. Let us cut in the meantime the papers that I want to use. I absolutely love this one for the front. Maybe we're going to use this as well. I don't know just for sure, but I guess we will. but then still I do like that this comes under. So let's stay away 1/4 from the edge. And I could turn this, but I just like it this way better. And we have plenty of papers left. This is still my second set, guys, so we have plenty of papers. So I'm gonna use this for the front. And I guess that I'm gonna use this for the back. No, maybe the brown one to just give it a subtle back. I also can use this one. Yeah, the green will do as well, but I think I will go for this one. Just nice and solid. We always can decorate something on it. Nice. Alright, let's smooch the edges, guys. Go. Alright, that's one left. Nicely grungy, love that. Okay, and this one for the other side. We can glue this on, I think. Yes, we can. Yeah, with covers, I just love to, not always, but I love to add first a nice edge of tape. Make sure that we don't have loose edges. Here we go. Yes, okay, let's add this on. Then I'll be back in a sec. Of course, I am also going to use glue, not only tape. Especially on the edges, on the cover, I want everything, keep it on its place. Banshee! Laat ze nou eens even. The puppy's getting bored. And the other two don't want to play. Wil je spelen? Je wil spelen? You like to go out? Wil je naar buiten? Ja, misschien eventjes naar buiten. Alright, I'm gonna leave her outside. Maybe for me as well. Have a nice break to get me a cup of tea. So I'm gonna put this on. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's already here. Do you want to go outside? No, afleveren. No, 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 no. That's not for you. Ja. Je wil buiten. Okay. No time to put the other one on. I need to go. She wants to go out, not to pee, but to play. Alright. I'll be back. Okay guys, I was first checking. Oh, this looks amazing. I love it. I was just checking. This fits very tight. So no cotton lace on the sides, and maybe this is really tight. Maybe it's even better to put this on the outside where we have a little bit more space. So definitely, but still no place for the lace. So I am not gonna do that. So let's put the pages inside. Absolutely, I adore this. Really looks nice. I like it, the bling bling. Alright, so first I am going to put a piece of paper inside. Yep, that will do. So let's add some tape. If you want, it's totally optional what you like. It's all up to you. What I do like is add also tape, same on the sides of these openings. I get annoyed by myself. Okay, sorry guys. Anyway, so let's peel this off. And when it comes to the pages, I'm going to tell you in a second. What I mean is that I'm glad that I did not add any tape on just yet, because the last page points to the left instead of to the right, and so for that one we change the side where we're gonna add tape on. So I'm very glad that I waited for adding tape on those hinges. Alright, well, let me first start with this one. Alright. This could be a little lower. Is it that difficult? Alright. There we go. Burnish it down. Down. Especially on the curves right here. Let the tape do its job. Especially here, where we just added that extra tape. Because now you can gently go inside and push that paper into these spaces. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so what I mean by the pages is, so we have one that goes on here. The second one goes here like a waterfall. The third one goes here, but then the last one, it does need to point to the other page. Otherwise you don't have the place, of course, to add that hinge on. So, alright, so let's just start with page 1. So we're definitely gonna stay nicely at the very first one. Just gonna see how it all came together. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that in the middle. I'm just gonna start right here. That's pretty close to the edge, but I think we need the space. So that is for our first one to add on. And of course you also want to stay straight. So maybe I'm gonna need my friend with that and a pencil, so maybe I can erase that easily. See, because this mark is not the same as this one. So let's see. Is that straight? Yeah, that's pretty straight. Alright, peeling off one little bit. So now I'm just going to see where the middle is. I'm just going to put that on the line. Okay, and if you are on that point, I hope I can push that. Keep it on its place and gently peel off your tape. Here we go. Just take your time for this, guys. Just take your time. Where is my... Okay, nobody leaves the building. Where is my... I lost my bone folder. I just used it. I can do magic. I can do magic. I can disappear my bone folder. Okay. It's not in the trash, is it? No, it's not. Sometimes I do that. Huh? Okay, that is strange, but okay. Let's grab the back up. I do have another one. No idea where I will search for it. Okay, so that is ready. Set. Okay, now we're gonna do the next one. I'm gonna place that against the other one, but I'm just gonna check if I'm still good with everything. What if I put, yeah, that's the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. I'm gonna go same thing with that other waterfall that we did earlier, just over that hinge right here, just a tiny little bit. Gives us a, oh, I tear it down completely. Why did I do that? Because I want to wiggle. Alright, just a little. Okay, this is page 2, so I'm just gonna place this down just and 1 millimeter over that first hinge, just a little. Push it down, hold it, gently take it off. I hope it's straight. Is it straight? In my opinion it is. I hope it is. Alright. Burnish this down. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next one. Same thing. Peel off a little. Still thinking where my... Oh, here was my bone folder. Here it is. It was hidden under the pages. Alright, again, just a little tiny over the hinge. Just a tiny little bit. Hold it down. Gently take it off. And burnish it down. And then, as you can see, the end of this hinge is the beginning of your next one. So let's test that out. Yep, there we go. And then we are at the end. Always nice when things turns out perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to this side to see the end. And of course, if you're gonna put this wide against this other one, then you are good to go as well. That's totally the same. But make sure that you are going over that edge. Okay, keep it down. Peel this loose. There you go. So this method is a little bit more tricky than the stack to deck binding that we normally do, but it's to do. All right, and there you go. And why did I make this extra? It's the same thing as we do bigger albums. It is better because otherwise your pages will stack point this direction, and definitely you don't want that. So that's for this album, and I think there is no place, absolutely no place to do something on the inside covers. So I am just going to search for a nice decoration page, like on this side we maybe can do this piece right here. And then when I see this one on here, well, maybe we can, I'm still on my second piece right here, but maybe this one looks nice beside this one. So that is what I'm gonna do, nothing else. You can maybe, well, let me first cut this out. Let me first do that, and I'll be back in a second. Yes, I think this is a great solution to just keep it flat, but still, still make a pocket. Same thing on the back. Small tack inside. Don't want to ruin this image. All right, cool. I like it, guys. I really like it. All right, and then we still have plenty to do still. Plenty. But yeah, I do like it. What do you think? What do you think? Still need plenty to do. Maybe a little less booklets than I already made. But yeah, does not need that much tags. Well, tags it does, also not, but does not need that. Oh, something is, oh, this is behind this one, but that's okay. This one is pretty flat on its own. No, that's not, because we have another page. Oh my goodness. Yeah, guys, so what do you think so far? I like it. And then we have this with that booklet inside, or tag. Nope, it's a booklet. Yeah, I really like this one. And this goes to the right with a nice simple cut out page pocket. And then we have, of course, our waterfall with a booklet. It's not needed to put something in the back, but yeah, you know me, I love that. And then we have our tally band, simple. And then we have 2 pockets here and a nice photo frame here. Yes, guys, I like it. So cool. So I'm gonna try to reduce the thickness. Still, could not help myself. Yeah, maybe I did not have to put the last one inside the last page, but yeah, could not resist. Anyway, so a little decoration here at the front is needed, I guess. But for now, it's done. Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm definitely gonna put this on the outside. Then it still fits nice. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna add the tags. Shall I do that first, or shall we continuing first with the rest? We can do that. And then we definitely need to put something inside here. Oh, there was one thing my daughter bought me yesterday. It's a Lazy Susan. Love it. Oh, I also can flip this and use this one, because I thought it was just a little too big. But oh my god, look at that. I also can flip it around. No, I think that's not meant to be. But it's a Lazy Susan in black, and I had it with Action. I know, no, it was, I think, €2 or something. I don't know exactly, but it will be cool. It's just a little too big. So I asked her if she can, if they had maybe a smaller one, but it's a great idea to put this on here. Yeah. Cool. Anyways, just thought maybe you have one in your house. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, guys, so far we have made something, the first thing in our box. Yay, cool. I'm super excited to do these little guys. Still, we made these, but I did not glue them inside. But what if we're gonna decorate this first? Because I know I'm gonna love that. Doing that with the leftovers first. And I had something in mind with these little guys for the closure. So I think I'm gonna do that first. So are we gonna do the sides and the back? Well, I think if you're gonna do that, then it does not fit that well. So I'm only gonna do the front and back. So I'm gonna search for the papers. Maybe you're gonna add some brown on it first, and then the design paper. I think we're gonna do that, front and back. But the back you need to wait till you have this on. Alright, plenty to do. Still.